Moving on, straight out of irrelevance and into our ears again is Rosie O'Donnell. She had to weigh in on this tragedy. Maybe making my blood boil is her entire new career strategy at this point. I don't know. She's off in Ireland, a country begging us to take her back. And she keeps cranking out these little videos of her thoughts. In spoiler alert, they're as worthless as her entire career. Here's the first one. Hit play.
Just could not get it through my head that students in America were shooting each other in schools. And this was a church inside a Catholic school. And what do you know, was a white guy, Republican, MAGA person. What do you know? White supremacist.
Sure about that, Rosie? There it is. The liberal Mad Libs. White male, Republican, MAGA, white supremacist. You could probably set your watch by it now. Now we're going to break down how many boxes Rosie actually managed to check correctly. 1. The shooter was a white male, not a they, them, not a magical unicorn of gender identity, XY chromosomes, a man with a hog between his legs. Full stop. Everything else that Rosie spewed is absolute garbage. Here's the reality. Again, this was a white male who identified as a woman, changed his name from Robert to Robin a few years ago. Full rebrand, the whole 9 yards. He had a manifesto and a video library of sick, obsessive ramblings. On his gun magazines, he scrawled, "Kill Trump." So much for the MAGA theory. He wrote, "Free Palestine." Sorry, Rosie, white supremacists don't usually rally for Hamas. He was no Republican. What he was is exactly what I keep saying. Mentally broken, dangerous, and screaming for help that no one gave him. And it wasn't just vague rantings. This guy openly admitted to wanting to kill children. He wrote it down. He said it out loud. He plastered those words all across the same weapons he used at Annunciation Church. That's not right wing. That's not MAGA. That's not Republican, Rosie. That's pure psychosis. And her first instinct is to project her lazy narrative on the entire right. This is why her video should be required viewing for conservatives trying to explain the madness of the woke left. She is Exhibit A in how lies get spread and how facts get buried. But wait, Rosie wasn't done. She definitely got some pushback on this, as she deserved. So she did what every washed-up celebrity does. She posted an apology video. Let's take a listen to this. Go ahead, boys.
Hi, everybody. It's Rosie O'Donnell, star of the Flintstones. Listen, I have a cold sore. I know. Happens. Get run down, you know. Anyway, I know a lot of you were very upset about the video I made before I went away for a few days. I didn't go online and haven't seen them till today. But you are right. I did not do my due diligence before I made that emotional statement. And I said things about the shooter that were incorrect. I assumed, like most shooters, they followed a standard MO and had standard, feelings of NRA-loving kind of gun people. Anyway, the truth is, I messed up, and when you mess up, you fess up. I'm sorry. This is my apology video, and I hope it's enough.
God, the worst apology video I've ever seen in my life. First off, she leads with bragging about being the star of the Flintstones. Really? Nobody gave a shit when that movie came out, and nobody gives a shit now. Why would she even mention it? It's so weird. It's not an apology. It's just like a desperate attempt to remind us that she once mattered. Then she says she didn't do her due diligence. Well, no shit, Rosie. You didn't do your homework, and you vomited out a narrative anyway. Then she stumbles and mumbles through the line. She assumed, like most shooters, NRA, blah, blah, blah. And she stops short because she knows exactly what she was going to say. And she knows it would expose her bias. Everyone watching can see the gears grinding. That wasn't an apology. That was damage control. She wraps it up with, "This is my apology video, and I hope it's enough." Well, Rosie, if I actually cared about you, and I don't, it wouldn't be enough. You left out the truth. The shooter was a Trump-hating, transgender dude. You left out his manifesto. You left out his threats against children. You left out the real danger. And you left that out on purpose. Rosie O'Donnell isn't sorry. She's trash. And this whole act was nothing more than her proving my point. Again, these people do not care about the facts. They care about pushing the narrative no matter how many lives are on the line.